Lights.
Right, I got it. Sweet. Okay. Good day. Spaced Out the Podcast, episode 6. I'm Mike. This is
Derek.
We're on 6 already.
Yep.
That's insane. Mm-hmm. Hang on, I'm going to throw one of these dippy boys in.
Nice. What flavor?
Luma is tropical.
Nice.
Yeah, Luma Plus. So it's the tropical. There's only two. There's Luma, Nova. And Nova is like watermelon, like melon, which I'm not a huge fan of. Tropical is my jam. So, okay, do you know who Afroman is?
Yeah.
You heard about that whole thing?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, that's all. He won his case.
Yeah.
Oh, you saw that? Okay. Yeah, that's awesome. So, it doesn't make sense to me. Why did they kick his door down?
So, they had raided his house on trumped up charges of narcotics and human trafficking.
Yeah, kidnapping or something like that.
Yeah. And there was no narcotics, and there was no victims of human trafficking.
Right. But where did they get these allegations from?
I think corrupt small town or small county police. That's because last I heard he became a preacher, didn't he?
He's still a recorder. I don't know. Maybe he's a recording artist.
Well, he got his revenge using his recordings.
Oh yeah, and then they tried suing him for defamation of character, and then he won.
Yeah,
and then he got his, and then he did a gig with Snoop Dogg. Well, you probably watched all. He did a gig with Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa, and he got paid $5,000 cash, and he put it in his suit jacket. And the cops found that, and then he ended up getting $4,600 back to him. So they took $400 of the five. So he got the $400 back, which I mean it's whatever. But I mean that's what happens when you live in Ohio. Yep, exactly. When you want to be a rapper in Ohio and live out in the sticks in Adams County or whatever he was, and have all these nice cars in your shops. And I don't know. Maybe I don't know where the allegations came from, but he used to be like a gang member.
Yeah.
Did you watch the Vlad? Did you watch the DJ? Do you ever watch DJ Vlad?
No.
Those interviews? You know who I'm talking about though?
No.
Really?
I might recognize
DJ Vlad. Oh, he's huge. He interviews a lot of.
I'm not really into rap music, to be honest. Like there's some
It's not just rappers, but it's a lot of them. But yeah, he interviews a lot of.
That clip of the cop staring at that lemon pound cake, and then him making a song called
Lemon Pound Cake. Yeah, no, that was awesome. I was really pumped up for that about him because that was like 3 years ago, and they kicked his door down and his gate down. And,
yep, it was a while. Legal.
Well, he made songs about it. Then they sued him because of the songs he made. Now he's making more songs about it, and in that suit, that crazy American flag suit, the sunglasses.
It's really it's a huge win for the First Amendment too.
Oh yeah. Freedom of speech.
Yep.
Yeah. Did you ever see that SNL skit? Did you watch SNL ever?
Sometimes.
Did you see the one with Walton Goggins hosted, and they have I don't know U.S. politics or any politics for that matter, but they had a skit where they're back in the old days and they're signing the Declaration of Independence, and they're like, what should the Second Amendment be? And then this guy in the corner is just this hat reel like guns.
I've seen that one.
You seen that one?
It's good.
And then what? What do we do with this? Have them. Just guns. Yeah, we watched yesterday at supper. My sister was telling me about Saturday Night Live UK, which just aired for the very first time last night. Tina Fey hosted.
Okay.
And I watched it on Plex today, and
was it decent?
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Yeah, they did a lot of. I guess because the Prime Minister of Great Britain is there's something in the news about Trump, how Trump wants them to put their ships out, like basically
to guard the Strait of Hormuz.
Yeah, involved in the war, and then they made a bit about that, how he's like the Prime Minister of Britain's a coward. Yeah. They made fun of that. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. And really, if they want their gasoline prices to go down, they really should start patrolling the strait. And
Oh, really?
protecting. Well, yeah, because several oil ships have been targeted already. So,
Oh,
yeah, but that's geopolitics, right? I think everybody else in the world kind of knows with the prices at the pumps that things aren't going well.
no, they're not.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have a car right now. I haven't bought gas in a minute, but almost a year since I bought gas, so I don't know.
Good thing that we invested so much into green technology here.
Is that sarcasm?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I don't know what that means.
it's fine.
Okay, no, I know what sarcasm is. I don't know what green technology means.
So there was that carbon tax, and the excuse was they're investing in green technology. And hypothetically, if we had invested into green technology, we would have a lot of EVs driving around. But the fact is, we don't.
No,
And,
there's some, but there's not a lot.
yeah, and something like 40 million of our carbon tax money disappeared into a green slush fund.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, it is.
You want to hear something funny about about EVs or electric? I guess EV sounds like a STD.
It does.
Damn
it, I'm so itchy.
Yeah,
EV.
I got EV. I order DoorDash sometimes. I order food, and the DoorDash driver was driving a friggin' Tesla. Like, how good is DoorDash paying if you're driving around in a Tesla?
Fair.
I mean, it's probably a second job. Who knows? I don't know. A lot of people call it investments. They're buying these electronic vehicles.
Yeah. Well, really, like, if you have a vehicle, it is an investment. And if one day you could purchase a self-driving vehicle, you go to work and your vehicle works for you while you're busy, it would be a great idea.
Right. I think the laws right now in the self-driving aspect of these cars isn't, especially in Manitoba, like most of Canada.
Yeah, the technology isn't there yet.
Well, no, it is. It's just the laws.
Yeah.
Like, I know in Ontario, I think has the most lackadaisical laws. Where I think you're allowed up to stage 2 self-driving. So a Tesla, full self-driving Tesla is stage 4. So stage 2 would be you do have to pay attention. The cameras watch you. You do have to, you can sit there, bang out messages on your phone.
Yeah, but
you have to be you can't be sleeping.
Yeah.
It can tell that if you're sleeping somehow.
And isn't that the goal of a self-driving vehicle, that you can, okay, I gotta go for a 3-hour drive. It'd be awesome if you could take a sleep.
Yeah, and eventually we'll get there. In the States, you can do that.
Yeah,
but like in the States, you're allowed to do, like, they have stage 4 self-driving, but in Canada, Manitoba's the most strict, of course.
Of course.
But I know guys that have that new truck, and I know a guy that has that new Chevy EV truck, and he said he drove it to the city and back the other day, and he was on his phone, and it like makes turns. It's trippy because it makes it like lane changes for you and everything.
So Chevy has a full electric truck. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I know Ford has discontinued their Ford
Lightning.
Is the Lightning straight electric, right?
The new Lightning, yes, not the old school Lightning.
They've also discontinued the hybrid, which I'm pretty disappointed in that. Because,
are you?
Well, I had a Ford Escape hybrid, and I absolutely loved it because fuel mileage was noticeably lower than a normal SUV type vehicle. So I was a big fan of my Ford Escape hybrid.
Really?
Yeah.
So you chose? So did you have to charge it?
No, because the battery charges. I guess when you're driving, it charges while you're driving.
Oh, okay.
So there was no plugging in. It was just the motion, I guess. They must have had. I'm not a scientist, so I'm gonna
charge the motor. The motor running charges the battery.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so you can go, and you liked it.
It was a 2008, so it wasn't new technology. Like, of course, I had it secondhand, but out of all the vehicles I've ever owned, it was the one that needed the least amount of work.
Right.
And the fuel mileage was great. Like, before that, I had a Pontiac Torrent, which is the same thing as like a Chevy Equinox.
Okay.
And the gas mileage in my Ford Escape was much better.
So you had an SUV once upon a time when I first started.
I had a white pickup truck when you and I first met.
Yes, but then you had it. But a few years ago, back when I first reconnected with you, started talking to you shortly after your weight loss. You had a SUV. I thought,
Yeah.
What happened to that?
So was it red or was it silver?
Silver.
That would have been my Escape.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Ford Escape. I hit a deer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh man, how many deer have you hit in your life?
4?
Holy nuts! I've only hit 2.
One was like it didn't even damage my vehicle because I hardcore braked at the same time.
Right.
I just pushed his rear end up a little bit. But yeah, no, I've smoked 3 for sure.
Wow.
It sucks.
Yeah. Well, I smoked one with the Civic and wrote that off, and then I smoked one with my friend's wife's car. I was helping him pick up a vehicle from Steinbach, and I drove back the original vehicle, his wife's car. He picked up his, and as I was driving back through Albany, east of Morris there, very high deer traffic area, and I right at sundown too, and I smoked this thing. Three of them came hop. I was passing on a turn, or I was not passing, but semi was coming this way. I was going this way, and then behind the semi popped 3 deer. I'm like, oh, please don't be a fourth. And then a fourth came, and I smoked them doing 100.
Sometimes they're just so stupid.
They're dumb. They don't, and they when I hit the one I hit with the Civic, it just stopped in the middle of the road and looked at me. Like, oh, they're so dumb. They don't know what's going on. Yeah, deer. It's a big thing out here. Smoked a deer. I can't imagine hitting a moose or something like that, or an elk.
Yeah,
they got elk up by Pilot Mound. They have moose out there too, but
they don't come through this area that often.
I had other stuff in mind. It's getting nicer out. Let's see. Oh yeah, did you see the JRE? Pierre Poilievre was on JRE.
Yeah.
Are you a Pierre Poilievre fan?
I am a supporter of fiscal responsibility. So that's what conservatives are. Like, the reason why I agree with a lot of conservative policies is just because, in theory, they're more responsible with taxpayer money.
Did you listen to the podcast? Some of it?
Most of it. I was pretty zonked out towards the end because I was...
Oh, yeah. And 2.5 hours of anything.
Yeah. But I liked a lot of it. I was really disturbed by the uptake in anti-conservative rhetoric on social media afterward. Like, a lot of people stating which is fine. That's what social media is for, stating your opinion. But, just saying outlandish and wild things and accusations, and just it's disgusting behavior, nonetheless. And it was a lot. Like, I'm just flipping through the reels, and it's like it was a lot for one day. It made a lot of people mad and then you get people making the why is a Canadian on an American podcast?
Lots of Canadians are on.
Well, yeah, Mark Carney announced his that he was running for prime minister on The Daily Show.
Right.
And he took some shots on The Daily Show.
It's not an American podcast. It's the number 1 podcast in the world. It's probably the biggest podcast, if not. And he has lots of Canadians on.
I know.
Not lots, but there's enough. There's Canadian comedians. Harlan Williams is on quite a few times, and so that's not a just argument to say that why is a Canadian on a.
Although I did see something pretty ridiculous yesterday. I'm not sure if it's AI, but it was Pierre Poilievre working out at some gym out in, I want to say BC or.
He lives in Alberta, so
it could have been Alberta, but he was working out in a gym. I'm not sure if it was AI, but I'm like, holy fuck. Boy's jacked.
Yeah, he's jacked. Yeah. Did you see him lift that kettlebell? Did you watch that?
I saw him lift the kettlebell, yeah.
He just like 70 pounds, boom, with ease. Yeah, no, he's got some muscle on him. He's an Alberta boy.
Yeah, yeah, he is.
I loved how he said he got into politics because of tendinitis.
Yes.
Tendinitis got me into politics. Yeah, I don't know. I think it was kind of cool. He gave Rogan a gift, and Rogan's either terrible at getting gifts or he just doesn't care.
Yeah,
because he was just like, oh yeah, cool, thanks, man.
I would, if somebody were to gift me a 70-pound kettlebell,
With
I would be fucking ecstatic.
Canadian
about that.
flag on there.
Yeah,
it was like custom made for Joe. It had
laser
quotes.
cut portrait of his logo
Yeah.
too. It was it's quite nice. So hopefully this
When's
will
the
help.
next election? Like Mark
Carney took power just over a year ago.
So I thought he took over for Trudeau. So he has an automatic 4 years.
There was an election when Trudeau stepped down.
Okay.
There was Mark Carney. It's just been like a year and a month. A Canadian election can happen whenever either they lose. It can be called at any time because our government.
So Mark Carney's got an automatic 4 years, is what?
Unless there's like no confident votes.
Oh, I see.
Or stuff like that. But through floor crossers, we are on our way to a majority government. And in our legislation, they say that floor crossing is allowed. You know what I mean when I say floor crossing?
No, tell me.
So you and I, we vote, and then we get an MP to represent us in the House of Commons, right?
Okay.
So hypothetically, I'm just going to use this woman from Nunavut. She was an NDP, and she crossed they say it's a floor crossing, but she decided to join the Liberal Party.
Okay.
Now, there is 49,000 people that live in Nunavut, and it was just announced before she crossed the floor that our government was going to invest $50 million into a university.
Okay.
And then there's also 2 more contributions. I think one was from MasterCard, but it's like something like $149 million being invested into Nunavut.
Really?
There is less people in Nunavut than Winnipeg. There's more people that live in our municipality than Nunavut.
Really?
Now, doesn't that kind of break your mind that $150 million for a university?
Yeah.
I could be getting it wrong. Maybe it is university and military assets, because that's another thing that we need to start protecting our north. And yes, we should start developing up there because we have critical minerals.
Yeah, Pierre was talking about that. We have all the stuff.
So I could be completely wrong on what I took away from that news article, but I'm fairly certain it was $149 million to go towards a university where there's not even 149 million people that live there.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's
it's a little alarming.
And at the same time, this MP from Nunavut, who was an NDP and floor crossed to Liberal, her son has been arrested in Winnipeg underneath child sex charges.
Oh no.
Yeah. So the likelihood of him getting a slap on the wrist and let off to a minimum
Not in Canada. Well, you heard about I can't remember what it was called. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No.
In 2019, they changed it. So now it's a mandatory, any mandatory minimum. Doesn't matter who you are, what, 6 years, mandatory minimum for any vulnerable sector crimes.
Unfortunately, there is instances where immigrants get off with a slap on the wrist for sex crimes because they're new to the country and apparently don't know that rape is wrong.
Dad, are you sure? Because I don't want to talk about it, but I know of a few.
I'm not sure.
I know a few people that are in there right now.
Okay.
For that, and
I'm talking about other provinces, but I see. Can guarantee you, I'm not sure. I'm HIV positive.
That's hilarious.
It's a South Park reference.
They get. I thought it was Workaholics.
In the South Park, it was Cartman when he had.
I think. Okay, well, I don't want to. He probably did, but I know that on Workaholics, he says, "Are you sure?" I'm not sure. I'm HIV positive. He's like, are you? No, I'm clean. But it wouldn't surprise me that South Park did it too. But no, I know that they get deported if you're an immigrant, and they get the mandatory minimum. Like I said, it changed in 2019.
Yeah, and I hope I'm wrong, and I hope you're right, because if justice isn't being served, the whole system is a fraud. If justice is individual, right? Justice is just, but I digress.
Yeah, no, I get it. I just know that, so in 2019, the reason, I can't remember what the law was called, but it got passed. Basically, there was a guy in Steinbach who kept molesting his, and this is a Canada-wide thing, who kept molesting his son and getting like 6 months, getting out, doing it again, getting a year, getting out, doing it again, getting in 3 months or whatever. And then so the judge was like, okay, this is insane. We have to do something with this. So mandatory minimum 6 years. And then if you reoffend, it's like, you could be DOA'd, which is Dangerous Offenders Act, which is basically you get locked up indefinitely. So forever.
Yeah.
And so,
well, and really, you have to ask, like, at what point, how many lives does somebody get to ruin before it's you're not trusted around any of us, right?
Right. Yeah. No.
That's depressing as fuck. Let's stop talking about sex crimes.
Yeah. I applied to be a big brother, with Big Brothers Big Sisters. Yeah. And so I had to do the vulnerable sector check, clean. Yeah. I had to do that and a criminal record check, which I do have a career, but they're fine with it, as long as there's no vulnerable sector or violent crimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's something that I'm looking forward to in the future. Hanging out with
that's awesome.
Yeah,
good for you.
Yeah, so I just wanted to do something to make a difference, because I took for so long. I mean, I've been out of that life for 15 years now almost, but like I took for so long, so I wanted to give back and do something positive.
Do you have like a solid date when you got out of that life?
Yeah, August 25th, 2011.
Okay.
11 p.m. is when I took my last drink. I remember I saw the cops walk in the bar, and I ordered 2 shots of Goldschlager.
August 21st, you said?
August 25th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's awesome, man.
August 25th, 2011.
You should do something this year to celebrate
15 years?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there's a point where you just, like, what do you want? You know, like the Chris Rock bit. What you want, a cookie? It's like
you should
pat on the back
for doing what you did.
Yeah.
You should celebrate yourself, especially on like 15 years. That's
yeah, maybe I will.
Yeah.
Maybe
if nothing else, just treat yourself to a nice dinner or whatever.
Yeah, maybe I will. We'll see. That'll be I'll order 2 shots of Goldschlager. What's so funny?
Nothing.
Oh, 2 shots of Goldschlager. What's my last drink? I saw the cops walk in the bar. I'm like, barkeep, give me 2 shots of Goldschlager. And I downed them both, and it's like, let's go to prison.
Oh, really? You weren't allowed to be drinking?
Well, no, I saw the police walk. It was a raid. So I was in the bar. I saw the police walk in with the paperwork. Like, Mr. Kaler, put your hand. We have a warrant for your arrest. And then while they were arresting me and another guy, they were upstairs kicking our doors in.
Yeah. So you took the shots as you were getting arrested.
Yeah. I saw them walk in, and I knew they were there for me.
It's a fucking baller move.
Well, I knew I was going to go, and I was just sweating profusely. I'd been up for 3 days. I was on like 15 hits of Molly. I was flying. My jaw was doing this.
You should write your stories down. I bet you could. I bet it'd be interesting to read.
I was flying.
Well, I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, no, that was my friend. I have a friend who's an English teacher in the city. He was telling me that I should write a book,
because like I was getting
Manitoba publishers are always looking for a Canadian author. So
do it, man.
Yeah, I knew they were there for me. So I told myself a year before I got busted that when I got busted, I was done, because I was there's hard. It's no one. Especially in a small town, everybody knows you. You can't go get a job. You can't, like, everyone knows who you are and what you do. So it's like, it's not like you can get a job or start fresh. You just kind of have to go till the wheels fall off. And that's what I did. So, did you ever drink Goldschlager?
No.
But you worked in a bar. You know what it is, right?
Yeah.
Like with the gold flakes in there?
The only time it's mostly like middle-aged women are toting the Goldschlager.
It goes down so smooth. It's like 40%, or maybe it goes down so smooth.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
It's a good shooter.
It is, yeah. It's awesome. Oh boy, just powering back it today, hey?
Oh, first coffee of the day. All right, let's roll up the rim. Let's see if I won or you won.
Oh, you can keep it. Unless it's the car.
Please play again. Dang it.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I swear these things are rigged. There's nobody wins. I've never heard of anyone winning anything big.
Yeah. I have won 2 donuts on the app because you get an extra roll on the app.
Okay.
So next week I'll bring donuts, I guess. I would have today, but we're going for Chinese.
We're going for Chinese after you can't fill up on donuts.
Fuck those carbs.
Yeah, man. I actually had Chinese buffet on Friday for lunch.
Nice.
We went, so it'll be my second time this weekend going.
Gonna get the MSG sweats.
Oh yeah, is that what it does? Is that what does it?
I'm guessing it's the MSG. I have no idea.
MSG, monosodium glutamate.
That sounds correct.
Yeah,
it's just a type of salt.
Yeah, it's flavor enhancer, right?
Yeah.
MSG. Oh, what did I? Let's look at a fun fact. Yeah, I don't know. You got anything?
Yeah, we got 2 more meteors, not strikes, but there's been 2 more meteors that have exploded in our atmosphere, I guess. One over Ohio.
Okay.
On Tuesday, so St. Patrick's Day, March 17th. Yeah, it lit up like the Great Lakes area. I saw the little news clip I saw. There was this poor dog losing its fucking mind.
Oh wow,
I felt so bad for it. It was like it jumped up and it was clawing at the door, wanting to get back in. And then also in Texas, there was also one on March 21st.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's been a lot of debris coming through on our atmosphere lately. But like I mentioned last week, that we went through a small asteroid belt, I suppose.
Okay.
So that's why there's been like 5 in the past month.
Okay.
Notable. Yeah. I just figured.
Space.
Yeah, spaced out, I figure.
No, that's smart. That's
keep
good.
up on some space news. And then I took some notes yesterday.
What's the first thing, if you met an alien, if aliens come here, what's the first thing you would teach an alien?
What does an alien look like?
Like, I don't know.
Is it hot?
That's funny. Oh, I know you're teaching that alien.
I don't know.
It's just like a
little green man.
Yeah.
I don't think
it could talk English.
I don't think we could teach it much. I think it would be teaching me shit.
Oh, really?
I'd be like, "What's the secret of life?"
But they might not know that though.
How to do interstellar travel? That'd be one of the questions I'd ask it. Like, are you guys doing light speed? Are you bending space time?
I'd teach it to show some metal.
Oh yeah, I would definitely show. I'd show them Slipknot. I'd be like,
just dun, 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 dun. Just turn these little aliens into like Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah. I'd take the little guy to the gym with me.
Get him high.
Oh, they're probably the ones that brought cannabis here for us, right?
Yeah, like, it could be. Yeah, it could be.
Oh, I heard a theory that fungus is an alien, and that's what, like, because we found out that fungus spores can survive the vacuum of space. So it's within the realm of possibility that when Earth was created and was barren of life, that an asteroid carrying fungus spores is what first inoculated our planet with life. And I thought that was terribly fascinating.
Huh. Yeah. That is fascinating.
And then also, like, that there's mycelium underneath the ground everywhere, right?
Okay. I didn't know that, but okay.
So you dig down, you're going to see little white root-like stuff, and that's just fungal cells. And it's most likely the world's oldest and largest organism.
Really? Yeah. It's fascinating.
And fungus can actually, like the mycelium under the ground, can actually detect if a tree is struggling, and it can choose in order to help that tree by bringing it nutrients.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fascinating.
And mycelium under the ground resembles the neurons in our brains, like very, like almost not identical, but very similar. Another fascinating little tidbit. So
that is fascinating.
Yeah. All right. in Toronto, there's been police coming to people's doors to speak to them about their social media posts because they've passed Bill C9 and C11, I think.
They passed C9?
Well, they shut down debate, so they couldn't debate it in the House of Commons, and it would seem that our government is trying to make us more like the UK, where they can prosecute us on hate speech online.
I heard about that on the radio last week. I was going to bring that. That's
it's very troubling.
So it's not just for pastors; it's for anyone. If you speak, I heard that if a pastor speaks bad about the LGBTQIA plus,
yeah,
so I'm ashamed that I know that. Not ashamed, but okay, we gotta. Yeah,
I have plans on fighting.
It's not just pastors. I heard that it was pastors speak badly about that they could be charged criminally.
I saw this person's clip of the police officer in Toronto at their door, and the person told them to go away and kind of ridiculed them and mocked them for wasting their time.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm hoping that is the overwhelming response. This is probably kind of a feel out of things, but yeah.
Wow, if people actually start charging people and locking people up, and
it'd be ridiculous. Well, like there's thousands of people in the UK that are locked up for their social media posts.
Really?
Yeah. And it's very tricky because on one hand, yes, the internet is a tool, and yes, there's going to be crazy people online and yes, we can hypothetically stop mass casualty events by monitoring people online, but then you're also your privacy is being violated, and things can be taken out of context. Like I spout a bunch. No, I'm not the most vulgar person, but I say outlandish, wildish things. And if somebody tried locking me up over that, I would be that. If somebody were to, I'm not going to continue that.
No, I get it. Speaking about going back to LGBTQIA plus, do you know what the A stands for?
Everybody.
That's E.
I'm dyslexic.
Oh, okay. The A stands for asexual. You know what asexual is?
Probably no one that fits in that category because they're not having sex, right?
Asexual means you feel nothing.
Yeah.
Like you have nothing. You're not attracted to anything. You have no sexual prowess whatsoever. You have no. So then.
That's disturbing.
Well,
if you have no desire, you probably have a hormone imbalance. I'm dead serious.
That's what I was getting at. That sounds medical to me. It sounds medical. Yeah. It doesn't sound like you need to be a minority because of it. It sounds good. But and then the plus is to include anyone that they may have excluded. Well, why don't you just put the plus? Why don't you just do queer plus? Why do we have to have this whole long thing about? Like I'm all for it. Like I'm okay if you're different, you're special. I know you're special. I know you're different, and I love all people, and I'm not discriminating. But that's just a lot of things to remember. And then add a plus. You could just say gay plus.
Yeah, simplify it.
You could simplify it.
But I think a lot of groups want the lip service, right? And then at the same time, like how I feel personally is that statistically, this time in history in North America, the least amount of people are having sex. The people that are having the most amount of sex is conservative Christians that are married, statistically. And I think that we should go back, take a step back, and yes, be accepting. But that is such a minute part of everyone's personality. To wear it as a badge and it be what your entire personality is based off of is foolhardy and kind of wrong.
Right.
We should make sex private again. Because unless you want to have sex with me, I don't want to talk about it. You know what I mean? Like not you, but
no, I know what you meant.
Hypothetically, that it's like, why are we talking about this so goddamn much? Like, let's just make it private. Let's just a smidge of modesty back in society,
right,
would go a long way, in my humble opinion. But yeah,
when I was in rehab, there was a guy
came on to you, didn't he?
No, he was the opposite. He thought I was. A lot of people thought I was gay.
Oh yeah.
You want me to tell the story? I have a lot of
podcast.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. It's my podcast. It was this rehab. There's a ton of people. We were up on the guy floor on the second floor. That's where all the guys were, and I would walk around with my shirt off, and I had and I would just walk around, and sometimes you just do this. Guys just do this.
Do a Randy.
Just just walk around, and then I'd be walking around, and I don't know. Sometimes I.
That's fucking weird.
This is a little weird. Sometimes I do this. And I just whatever, because it's just guys are hanging out, on the second floor of rehab, and we're just walking around. Guys, it's hot. Guys have their shirts off, and this one guy came up to me, Mike, and he had like this. I won't do the accent, but he's like, Mike, I know you're special. I know you're special. I know you're different. Because it was like 95% Aboriginals, so I won't do the accent, but I know you're special. I know you're different. But I need you to not walk around with your shirt off, rubbing your gut, touching your nipples. You
should write a fucking book.
and so that's where I got I know you're special. I know you're. There was so I would, I guess. Like, I don't know why a lot of the guys they're on parole or bail, and I mean I was there on bail as well, but I'm not your stereotype. I don't look like a criminal. I guess I don't have like a chick's name tattooed on my neck, and I don't have like.
Did you have the hand tats at the time?
I did not.
Okay.
I didn't have any tattoos. I had one tattoo. I had this one that wasn't even filled in, yeah. So a lot of people. I don't know. I guess because I'm jovial and I like to have I'm funny. I laugh a lot, talk a lot. People think I'm flamboyant. I guess I don't know.
Okay.
I don't get it, but they're compared to all the other guys there. I guess flaming, sure, but because it's like tough guys walking around, like they did 5-6 years for whatever, and they're walking around, got chicks' names tattooed on them, and their face tats, and anyways, tough guys, and I didn't fit that bill. So you get there. And I remember one time this because if you had 3 months status, you've been there for 3 months, you're considered a senior member.
Okay.
So you can go. So when another member who's been there less than 3 months comes back, they have to get someone to check their bags for them, or anyone comes back, you have to check their bags. So. And then guys check guys' bags, girls check girls' bags. And this one girl was like, "Oh, hey, you can check my bag. You can check my bag too." And I'm like, "Oh no, I'm not a girl." She's no, it's okay. You're like, I trust you. You're like a girl. And I was like, "Oh, okay." I didn't think anything of it at the time because I grew up with sisters, and I thought, "Oh, she just sees me like she doesn't." Okay, I didn't think that. And then so I thought nothing of it. And then I got brought. We had this thing called group where everyone in the building would get together and have group, like, so if I had a problem with you, I wouldn't confront you in the halls because that might end badly. Mm-hmm. I would wait till we're in group and then confront you and be like, and then other people can jump in and talk. And it's just like a therapeutic way of dealing with issues.
Yeah.
So then this one woman brought me up because I was always, so Mike, why are you always volunteering to babysit? And I thought she was calling me a pedophile. I was like, what? Like, what? Okay. Everyone has a job. You always have to be doing something. You always have to be busy with something. So it's either like, there was like people who were cleaning toilets or babysitting or working in the kitchen or laundry or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, if I had the choice to clean toilets or look after a 2-year-old and play toys, what do you think I'm going to choose?
Hanging out with kids.
Hanging out with kids. Like, I like kids. Like, it's whatever. And she's like, and I was like, I'm not, Nina. I was like, oh, I shouldn't say the name. But I was like, if I wasn't, no, whatever. If I wasn't here, if I was a pedophile, I wouldn't be here because they do screening and all that kind of stuff. They don't allow those kinds of people there. And then she's like, I'm not. That's not what I'm talking about. You're babysitting, so you're trying to get into all these single moms' pants. And I was like, oh, I thought. And then in my mind, I'm thinking, because if I got kicked out of there, I was going to prison for 3 years.
Yeah.
And I wasn't not for poontang. I wasn't definitely not for like Brad Pitt says in that movie. Have you seen? Sorry, going off on a tangent, but have you seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
No, not yet.
Dude, you gotta see. There's a part in there where Brad Pitt says, "The law hasn't got me yet, sweetie. When it does, it's not gonna be for poontang." Right. Anyway, and then so then somebody else chirps up in group. Mikey's not like that. Mikey's gay. And then this woman was like, he is, and I was like, I am. And my buddy beside me, I almost said his name. He was beside me laughing his ass off because he was in remand with me and knows I'm not gay. And he was like, because he was like, I was like, did you know about this? Did you know everyone thought I was gay? I was like, yeah. So you didn't think to correct them? He's like, no, man, it's funnier this way.
It's pretty funny.
So yeah, I have so many rehab stories. I don't know how much I can share, but as long as I don't say the name of it, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, what you got in your book there, Playboy?
So the United States has officially registered the domain aliens.gov.
So sorry, say that first part again.
The United States of America, their government has officially registered the web domain aliens.gov.
Really? So what does this mean for us?
Well, there's nothing there yet, but it means that either it's going to be a UAP UFO reporting application to the webpage, or perhaps a webpage starting with disclosure for aliens. Or I'm completely off my mark and it's about illegal aliens, but I highly doubt it.
Huh.
Yeah.
Aliens. Yeah, it could be about illegal aliens. I never thought about that.
But the speculation, it's little green man and UFOs. And with all, because there's been several documentaries that have come out and a lot of whistleblowers and stuff about UAPs, one would think it's and then Barack Obama's, he had mentioned something a couple months ago, and then Trump was like, oh, he should not have been talking about that. So it would look like they're working towards disclosure or UAP reporting sites. Site, yeah.
Or they just wanted that domain name. I'm surprised no one had taken that already.
Well, it's .gov.
So right.
Yeah. But it's still fascinating.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
And it plays into your space aesthetic quite well.
We're coming into weird times, man. We're something's gonna happen. If it's not World War III, it's gonna be or the aliens are.
It throughout history it's always seemed like we're on the precipice of Armageddon or the rapture or whatever you want. Like it's always seems like the end is nigh. But look at the Cold War. Here we are 40 years after and well, we're still here. So,
yeah.
But we'll see. It's interesting as fuck, and I will continue monitoring the situation, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one's pretty neat. Seated skeletons of Dijon.
Mustard.
Yeah. In eastern France, there was a pit found of skeletons. They were all sitting upright. I'm guessing they were probably knees up, butt on the ground. But they were in trowel pits near a playground. And they were all facing west. And less than 75 tombs like this have been uncovered ever. So fairly interesting.
That is interesting.
Yeah. Can you imagine playing in a playground as a child, seeing something, something white and round popping out of the ground? You take a look and it's a fucking top of a skeleton.
Traumatized for life.
You think?
Maybe not. I don't know.
It's messed up.
Yeah, that is. I mean, but there's kids that play around bombs, and there's kids in countries that warheads that haven't gone off, and
yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And the thing about unexploded munitions is that when gunpowder degrades, eventually it will explode.
Really?
Yeah, with moisture and stuff like that. Eventually, it may go hundreds of years and then just degrade to the point where it can't explode.
Right.
But yeah, like degrading dynamite or gunpowder with moisture can just spontaneously.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, you remember that part in Rambo where, and I'm talking about the one from 2008.
Rambo 4.
Yeah, Rambo 4, like where he takes that Claymore mine, he finds that old bomb and then puts the Claymore up to it, and then it just makes this massive explosion as he's running slow motion.
Rambo 4 was fucking awesome.
Oh, when he's on the 50 cal and his heads are popping off and he splits the guy in half with the machete.
Yes, I was going to bring that up. That was like the final boss. He almost cuts him clean in half. His bottom half rolled down the hill slightly slower than the top, and it was. When it comes to grotesque violence, when like same thing with the first Expendable movies, when it's just pink mist and body parts and blood flying, it's just like that's why I go to the movies. That's
Did I tell you my Chuck Norris joke?
No, let's hear it.
Chuck Norris, because he died on Thursday morning. Yeah. Chuck Norris. Fun fact. Chuck Norris died in 2006. It just took death 20 years to work up the courage to tell him. People are still making jokes. Chuck Norris jokes.
My theory is that he faked his death so you can go undercover and find Jeffrey Epstein.
That could be. He exists. Did you watch Filthy Rich yet?
No, I haven't.
Did I tell you about that documentary?
Probably
on Netflix. It's the Jeffrey Epstein doc.
Oh yeah,
part.
Yeah.
Okay, I got to talk about this. I like how the more we talk, you put ideas, like things just pop because I have ADD, right? Things just pop into my head to talk about. So you got to watch Filthy Rich on Netflix.
I don't have Netflix right now, but I will eventually.
Filthy Rich, the Jeffrey Epstein story. Let's just so they were playing back. Tape. This is when he got arrested in 2019 for all those accusations. They had the girls make testimony, and then the girls were explaining, because like when you in sexual cases like that, they have to go into detail about like, what did his penis look like, and stuff like that. And so they were describing his penis. It was real thick at the base, and it got real skinny towards the head, and then it had a big bulbous head. So it looked like an ice cream cone with the ice cream taken out and put on top of the tip. He had an ice cream cone cock. Anyways, I found that hilarious when she was describing that. And then his face when they were just reading the testimony to him, he's just trying to be like, and then when he was on, and I did some research into this. So yes, he was convicted in 2012 of other stuff, which he got like 6 months house arrest or something like that.
Yeah.
And then while he was doing it in his New York penthouse, penthouse of this skyscraper in New York, he was his like crazy multi-million-dollar mansion or a penthouse, and he was having 12-year-old Chinese girls flown in from China. He was literally flying in Chinese while he was on house arrest, and so that all came out in the 2019 trial, and. But yeah, what a sicko.
That's why I'm all about natural justice,
Well, he may have got it because his cellmate was a guy, and Rogan was talking about this. I can't remember with who, but
he's mentioned it a few times.
Epstein's cellmate was this like 6'5" ex-cop who had murdered like
a bunch of people
for contract killings.
Yeah.
And so he could have done Epstein then.
Could have.
If and again, you're entitled to your conspiracy theories of whether he's alive or dead or what.
I guess we're in a tinfoil hat here. Just for
That'd be hilarious. It'd be funny. What's the purpose of a tinfoil hat? Hypothetically,
it's just a slur to call people that are into conspiracy theories.
I know, but there's got to be a base.
Tinfoil probably wouldn't do anything, but they make Faraday jackets and hats now, which is just very fine copper wire woven into the garment. And that would, like, hypothetically, let's say I was wearing a Faraday jacket, I could take my phone and put it in the inside pocket, and it would block all the signals. I couldn't be tracked in theory because I haven't worn one of these jackets yet.
Okay.
And then there's also a
tinfoil rooms. I've heard of that. Yeah. Where no signals can get in or out.
And hypothetically, if you were to really go to town with tinfoil, you might be able to block out Wi-Fi, 5G, radio signals. There's also a health component to copper wire as well. Like you see the people that wear like copper bracelets and or magnetic ones,
Yeah.
and that plays into like
Kabbalah bracelets.
and then that is and that's
Honing energy, your body's energy or something.
And then also some people will like run a copper wire from their bed to the ground to ground themselves. And I would say that there is some sort of it would seem that there is some legitimacy to grounding.
Okay.
But I'm not an expert, and I would, if you want to learn about it more, I'll research for next time because it's information I have listened to, but I just haven't digested enough of it to pull shit off the top of my head. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. What you got in the book?
Oh. There was a robot arrested for loitering.
Oh my goodness. We're arresting robots now.
It was just a malfunction. It wasn't arrested. It was just taken into custody because it was kind of like stalled out in a public spot. I wrote down where it was. Macau, Macau.
Macaw?
That could be it, yeah.
I don't know where that is.
Me either. Probably Europe. But yeah, I was just like, yeah, so it's interesting that, the first robot arrest has happened.
Did you know that in Thailand, if a woman catches her husband cheating on her, she can legally kill him, but she has to use her bare hands?
Cool.
Yeah, I thought that was neat.
I like it rough, so. Oh, yeah. But yeah, I thought that was interesting. Thailand, eh?
And vaping's illegal in Thailand.
Illegal.
Completely illegal. And I think it's because of the government I think it has to do with the government. Smoking cigarettes is legal, but vaping is illegal. And I'm thinking because they're getting money from the government, or the government makes money off tobacco sales, maybe.
Yeah. And like really, as somebody who went from a smoker to a vapor, I was thankful that I was able to transition. And I'm still working on my nicotine habit, but I will get there eventually.
Are those the lozenges?
Yeah.
Are those different than what because they're little white ones, the ones that you have now?
Yeah.
They're the last ones you had were those massive blue ones.
Those were greenish. Yeah.
Oh,
these are this is Life brand, and the other ones I bought when I first quit vaping back in November, so I don't remember what brand they were. Or it could be the same company. They just...
Because these little white ones look like the ones that we had in jail that you guys were crushing and snorting.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were getting a rush off of, I guess. I don't know.
But back to the vaping, it would make sense because we were so close as a society here in North America to be like, okay, we're done with the smoking thing. The people that are smokers, they can continue smoking, but vaping is a lot more attractive for a young person because there isn't the smell. So hypothetically, if you're a teenager, you don't have to worry about your parents smelling cigarettes on you if you're vaping. It is slightly to a lot more healthier, but it still isn't harmless. So thinking that getting a nicotine addiction because you're using vape, that you're going to be fine, that's false. The only thing that you're supposed to be breathing in is oxygen, really. Right? Well, whatever is in the air, but mostly not whatever in air, right?
Yeah.
But vaping we kind of took a step back because then we've kind of normalized, okay, some people smoke, some people vape, and it's just, but then you get other people saying that, nicotine's an incredible medicine as well, which I do believe. Like ancient humans would wrap their wounds with nicotine leaves because it would help with the pain, it would numb the area. So I think that the reason why cigarettes are so harmful is the pesticides and herbicides that they spray on them definitely up the risk of cancer. And if you were to grow your own tobacco at home, you'd probably see a decrease in rates of cancer. But that's my personal speculation on the matter.
I know because I've quit smoking, I quit vaping, I've quit vaping, I've quit nicotine before. Like back in 2013, I quit cigarettes. I was off of all nicotine for 4 years, and I started up vaping again because of boredom, I guess. I don't know why, but I know it's much easier to quit straight nicotine than it is to quit smoking, because like cigarettes have 200 chemicals, and they have chemicals in there that make the nicotine more addictive.
Mm-hmm.
And just like vape juice, which is vegetable glycerin, propylene glycol, and nicotine, essentially, and flavor, so it's just, I don't know. Have you noticed that it's easier to like, because I've gone a few days, like I went, just recently a couple of months without nicotine.
Yes, I've tried quitting the cigarettes so many times when I was a cigarette smoker, and it was definitely much easier to put down the vape and be like, okay, I'm going to be doing the Nicorette gum or lozenges.
Yeah.
And it sucked. There was a couple days where I was like, God, I should just go get a bottle of juice for my vape.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I stuck with it, and I'm going to continue doing the lozenges or gum until I've broken that habit.
Sorry, you had something else there.
This is the last note I took. Medieval ghost city of Stolzenberg has been found by ground penetrating LiDAR.
Really?
So this is in Poland. Yeah. And they also have done some deep core samples and drillings, but they found like a town square, and they've found artifacts dating back to the Bronze Age, all the way up to World War II in this abandoned city.
Really?
So it was abandoned between. I want to say, I thought I wrote it down, but off the top. Oh, there we go. It was abandoned between the 16th and 17th century. So there was a couple of speculations. It could have been a plague that went through. I think in my research that syphilis, what was that disease called back then? Something pox. It could have been that it was also on a border of a country. So it could have been war. It could have been or disruptions to the trade route, but they found...
Really?
Yeah.
That's fascinating.
It is, yeah.
Huh. Ancient aliens. It reminds me of something they would have on Ancient Aliens.
Oh,
have you ever watched that?
Aliens just abducted the entire city.
Could have been.
Maybe they're out in space frozen somewhere. Aliens doing probes on these poor medieval people.
Oh, man.
But yeah, no, and then like they found some butter and something other containers from World War II there, which that's pretty interesting. So there was some Polish troops or German troops that had taken refuge in this abandoned medieval city. Yeah, no, so that's I thought it was super awesome. I love medieval shit. I hope to see all the castles one day.
Yeah, that'd be neat.
Germany and
Stalingrad.
Yeah.
Going back to Thailand, it's so funny. I was watching this guy on this travel vlogs on YouTube, and this guy went to Thailand for a while, and he said, "Yeah, it's so weird. Vaping's illegal, but yet they have fights to the death. they have more Thai fights, like guys fighting to the death. Guys fighting tigers. They have tigers fighting multiple people at once, like guys fighting tigers
to the death."
To the death, yeah, like people getting killed by tigers, and then then if you go on a boat, if you don't wear your life jacket, you go to jail. Like the dumbest look. You can shoot automatic weapons. You can go to places and shoot automatic weapons.
But you got to wear that life jacket.
You got to wear that life jacket, and it
got to be safe.
Yeah. Speaking of going back to what we breathe in oxygen, which I mean, I'm sure what we breathe in, like it's not
carbon
pure
monoxide, oxygen.
But in Japan, they have oxygen bars where you can go and then get pure oxygen.
Get high off a straight oxygen.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it is.
Like you've been in the hospital and you've gotten that pure oxygen. Like you've ever been in the hospital? Like I've
been in the hospital, but whenever they put a mask on me, it's the gas to knock me out.
Oh, okay. I've OD'd a few times, and so I've been in the hospital for that. And then they put these things, like one in each nostril. And it's like a hose, and it goes around your thing, and then it's pure oxygen. Yeah. And it's just to get, I don't know what the purpose of it is, but it feels good.
Yeah, I bet it does. It's a very unsettling feeling, though, when you know you're about to be put under, and then they put that mask on you, and it's just like, for myself, it's like, oh God, I hope I wake up and I hope there's no fucking.
So I was 9 years old when I had my appendix taken out,
Yeah.
and then so that was the only time that they had where they put that. Actually, that's not true. I got put under when I got my wisdom teeth taken out. It was IV conscious sedation, so I was kind of there, not kind of not. I remember being on like the 10th floor of Medical Arts Building downtown Winnipeg, and I could see Portage Place, and I remember Portage Place looking out the window and just looking really pretty for about 10. They gave me a propofol. The stuff that killed Michael Jackson. It's banned now, that milky white substance. It was, at the time, it was the purest form of synthetic heroin. Then fentanyl came out. But yeah, so I remember being really feeling really good. Portage Place looking really pretty for about 10 seconds. And then I went out. And then I heard the dentist come in, or the doctors, and started cracking away at teeth. But yeah, that's the only 2 times I've experienced that. I've never had any major surgeries or broken bones or anything.
I had my adenoids and tonsils taken out twice as a child.
Twice?
Yeah, they grow back.
What
sometimes.
are adenoids?
They're shit that hangs at the back of your throat that for some reason kept on getting infected in me.
Not your uvula. Your uvula is the hangy ball thingy.
Yeah, not that, no.
Okay.
But I didn't realize how it's very dangerous to have your adenoids and tonsils taken out as an adult because it's so close to your brainstem.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I remember seeing in the news something like this poor, I think a 12-year-old girl died during that. It's very sad. Let's see how many other surgeries. Then I had my skin removal. And then I've had a cyst removed. And hernia repair, and then nerve damage. So six times I've been put under, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah. I hope that's it. I'm done with. I don't want any more slicey dicey.
Yeah, no, it's not good. It's good that you can get. I kind of like being in the hospital. I'm not gonna lie. It looks like the feeling of being taken care. Maybe that's the addict in me, the being taken care of. The nurture, like
the painkillers were quite dope that I've had. In the
I believe it.
Yeah. Although I was very, very careful with how many I took, and I didn't even bother finishing the script because I was oxys and
I have done oxys. That was back when I was still using it, but it wasn't my. I don't like I never liked the down. I like the uppers. I was a big upper guy.
Yeah.
I don't not really the down. I want to have a good nose. Give me the AM, not the PM. Yeah.
I tried my best to wean myself off of it as fast as possible and just rely on cannabis for pain management.
Right.
During the one surgery, I had 5 drainage tubes and bags hanging off of me.
Really?
Yeah, for like a month.
Wow.
It was pretty shitty. Yeah,
that sucks.
Restrictive vest and belt that I had to wear 23 hours a day.
Wow. Yep. Have you heard of Dragon Tears?
No.
Dragon Tears is the most purest. It's not synthetic. It's the most purest. It's basically pure THC. It's clear. It's a clear liquid.
Okay.
And it's an extract. It's the purest form of THC that you can get. And they give it to like people like that boy, that 10-year-old boy in Idaho or something like that who had pancreatic cancer.
Okay.
It cured him of that. Yeah. It like knocked out destroyed the cancer cells. I mean, I can imagine being a 10-year-old boy and getting injected the most purest THC, and then I'm cancer free, but I'm baked, stoned to the gullet.
You're about to learn the secrets of the universe.
Yeah, Willie Nelson apparently keeps. There's this podcast that used to be on YouTube called "Getting Doug with High" with Doug Benson. Do you know? Did you ever watch Super High Me?
No.
Or Doug, it was basically a knockoff of Super Size Me, but with cannabis. So instead of eating, you've seen Super Size Me.
Oh yeah.
So instead of eating McDonald's for 30 days, he did nothing but intake cannabis for 30. He went 30 days without it, and then 30 days with just nonstop cannabis use, and he was doing everything. Yeah, it's called Super High Me. And Doug Benson had the podcast called Getting Doug with High. You know, it's like Getting High with Doug. And so he had Willie Nelson's son, Lucas Nelson, on, and Lucas Nelson was telling stories about his dad. His dad walks around with a bottle of Dragon Tears because he's done so much. Willie Nelson's done so much cannabis, nothing can get him high. So he's like squirting this bottle into his, and he gave his son. He gave me 1 drop on my tongue, and it was like acid. It was like doing acid.
I've been doing carts mostly lately, like 510
Okay.
carts
Yeah.
cannabis. But then last night I decided to break. My cart was empty, so I was like, oh, I guess I'll just smoke a bowl and a pipe. And the difference that actual weed has compared to distillate cartridges,
Really?
yeah, I find it must be the terpenes in the weed. But I was just like, it's like, woo!
Really?
Yeah.
See, I always thought the extracts were more powerful.
Well, in theory, there's more THC, but most of the terpenes and other, we're still learning about the plant because it was illegal in Canada and the States for 70, 80 years.
It's still legal in a lot of states.
I know. Well, It sounds like they're working towards legalization there.
I didn't mean to cut you off. Like, as far as, so we're going back to that Afro Man thing. In Ohio, it's still 100% illegal. I think in every state it's legal for medical use. I'm pretty sure. In most states it's decriminalized, but I don't know. I know that, and I know like Colorado was the first to legalize it for recreational use, and they actually right now they have medical mushrooms.
Yeah,
they have medical, so they're working on legalizing that for recreational use.
Mm-hmm.
Canada, it's legal-ish. It's Manitoba's Manitoba's the most strict. It's like you can't walk around. It's like it's the same. They call it the same as alcohol, same rules as alcohol. You wouldn't walk around drinking a beer in public. You can't walk around smoking a joint in public.
In theory, you're well versed in psychedelics.
A little bit.
Okay,
I've done them. I've done a lot of them.
As a the compound in magic mushrooms that make
psilocybin.
Yeah. So, as something of a psilocybin enthusiast as myself, I've had a bad trip or two.
Right.
I've had mostly good trips, but if I were to take mushrooms, I love it. I don't like doing mushrooms in winter because it's cold out. And it's within the realm of possibility that I decide to go for a walk. And it's just, you can die. If it's cold outside and you do something stupid, it's cold enough to kill you, right? So and who wants to trip when you're uncomfortably cold outside, right?
Right.
So I like to do them when it's nice outside. And to kick it off, I like to take a little walk, right? And there's been times where I've taken some and I'm tripping and I walk to the bar just to let's see what's going on. But I don't think I've ever been visibly intoxicated in public off of cannabis and or shrooms, right? I remember taking a walk in the park and okay, either there's something running behind those trees or the trees are moving on their own. But for myself, it's okay, now it's just time to go home.
Right.
And if I have somebody with me or if I'm doing it with a group of people, then you kind of have that herd mentality that somebody's going to keep you in line. If
right, there's always that veteran.
Yeah,
there's always that veteran guy that's done it so many. He's come with me if you want to live, like the Terminator.
It's always nice when you're experimenting with drugs in a group. It is nice that knowing that most likely there will be a responsible one in the batch that will make sure that everybody's all right, right?
Right.
And it's just the herd mentality that they'll govern yourself and not let anybody do something stupid like trying to climb a tree or go swimming. It's okay, you're too water for some reason when you're on mushrooms is amazing.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
But how do you drown? But taking a bath on shrooms is amazing. I love it.
Yeah, I haven't done mushrooms since I haven't done them in since I've been sober. I haven't done them in almost 15 years. But I did them a lot, and I'm good. I saw I went looking for Yoda and I found them.
You ever get trapped in a mirror?
No.
My first trip, no one had warned me to stay away from mirrors. And so I had to use the washroom. I get up and washing my hands in front of a mirror.
Right.
I look in it and I see myself younger and older. Simultaneously, kind of shifting. And it was really interesting because when I was younger, I had always been morbidly obese. So seeing a younger version of myself that wasn't morbidly obese was kind of like, wow, that's really interesting. But then seeing myself older, then I'm like, oh, I look a lot like my grandfather and my father. I probably stood in front of the mirror. It felt like an eternity, but it was probably like 10, 20 minutes.
The first time I did acid, I bought these 2 shelves from Giant Tiger, these 2 DVD shelves.
Okay. All right. So you were tripping? And
No. I went to earlier in the day.
Can you imagine
going shopping at IKEA while high on acid? Earlier in the day, I bought these DVD cabinets. And I took them home. I'm like, okay, I'll set them up later or whatever. And then I took the acid, and then I'm in my room. I'm in my room above Trav's there. We're sitting there. We're kind of waiting for them. I went down to the bar for a bit, and I came back upstairs, and I'm still not feeling it. And I guess I forgot that I had taken it. I'm like, oh, I'll put these shelves together. So I started putting these shelves together, and then I guess at some point, I don't know when, but the acid kicked in. I put it together. It took me an hour to put it together. I put it together completely wrong.
Yeah.
The next day, when I was sober, I put the other one together. It took me 5 minutes, and I fixed the other one, and I took apart the other one and fixed it so it was put together properly. And I had action figures. I don't know if were you ever in my room at Trav's?
No.
I had action figures on the walls in the packaging. I had them pinned to the wall, and they were starting to. I remember being in my room, and I put this thing together, and I'm looking at the action figures. They're looking at me funny. And I'm like, okay, I think I should go have a few drinks. So I went to the bar and had a few drinks. And then my buddy's kids, and it wasn't like I only did one hit my first time, and I licked the bag. There was a couple hits in the bag probably. I licked the bag, and my buddy's kids came to visit him. He was bartending, and his wife, or his girlfriend, baby mama, or whatever, came to bring kids. Oh, say goodnight, whatever, before they go to bed. And so they were there, and they were laughing, like Mikey, and they were like trying to like hug me. And then I was like, no, don't, because you're not supposed to touch animals or kids when you're high on acid, because it can get out through your pores and affect them. And you're not supposed to touch anything or people or whatever. And then their dad was just like, oh no, leave Mikey alone. And I was laughing hysterically. I was like sideways. He called me my buddy Crossman. I got to have him on the podcast yet, but he called me Sideways Mike because I was like, just like keeling over sideways. My gut hurt the next day from laughing so hard. I was just, And then I remember going to the drink machine at Thornview because I was really thirsty. It was like 2 a.m. I was really thirsty. I had pasties. And I went to get I'm pretty sure, I'm positive I hit iced tea, and a ginger ale came out. And I remember cracking it, drinking it, thinking it was iced tea. It was ginger ale. I didn't pay for this. But I remember things were very visual. Colors, purples, blues were kind of like, it was almost like, I thought, how sometimes when your settings on the TV are wrong and it's like tinted purple or blue and it's flickering? I thought something was wrong with my TV. I'm trying to watch MacGyver, and I'm banging on my TV trying to make it like look normal.
I have not done acid yet. It is on my bucket list. It is similar to psilocybin trips.
And I did it by myself, but I was around people for the most part. Craig Ferguson was on the TV in the bar. My buddy Aaron Crossman put it on. And did you ever watch Craig Ferguson?
Yeah.
You know how he had Greg the Bunny?
No.
Or he had that bunny that he had. It was a puppet. That tripped me the heck out. Tripped me out. And then the robot Jeff. It was a trippy night. I was drinking Irish Mist with Coke. Did I do anything else that night? I can't remember. No, I think it was just on straight acid. But Irish Mist was my drink choice back in the day. But that was fun times. Fun times.
I remember. So I only started smoking cannabis. Like I'd tried it a few times when I was younger, but 2018 is really when I was doing my health journey, and I started smoking, and I contributed a lot to my weight loss using cannabis. But I remember the first time I was high in public, I had I was going to go see Super Troopers 2 on 420.
Okay, yeah.
And I just, sparked up outside the movie theater. I go in. I know, like, it hasn't kicked in yet. I'm halfway through ordering the movie tickets, and I just fucking blanked. I was like, And it felt like an eternity for me to get the words out, but
I went and saw that movie. I was in the city when that movie came out. It sucked, by the way. Did you like it?
I was pretty new to cannabis and I was high as fuck, so yeah, I liked it.
Okay, I didn't like it. I saw it sober, but I remember there was these people in the theater, and it was the day before 420. We saw an early showing. It was on the 19th, and then I remember April 19th. What year was it? 2018?
I believe it was 2018.
Okay, I think you're right. There were these people behind us. They were saying like, "Go to KFC and get us some popcorn chicken," and then he's like, "What?" He's like, "No, I'm not going to KFC and getting any popcorn chicken." He's like, "No mushrooms for you tomorrow."
You thought it sucked, eh?
I thought the movie sucked.
You liked the first one though, right?
I loved the first one. Yeah, maybe it's because the second one made fun of Canada really hard.
It could have been.
And I'm pretty patriotic when it comes to my country, but yeah, I don't know. It wasn't very good. Emmanuel Shrieky was in it. She was one of the RCs, I believe, one of the Mounties.
I'll have to rewatch that this 420.
Yeah, and maybe I'll try to give it a watch again. Maybe I'll watch both of them. Oh yeah, we're coming up on that. Hey,
Yeah.
Does anyone? So ever since we got legalized in Canada, nobody's gone. Like the Ledge is done. That was a protest. People still go to the Ledge on 420.
I don't know. I wouldn't be going because I don't like driving.
No, I don't think people go there because that's like the point. The whole point is that they were doing that meeting at the legislative building in our city, Winnipeg, Manitoba, in our main, like the biggest city, I guess, our main city, capital or whatever. It was to protest to get weed legalized, and now it's legalized. So it's like, what are you meeting there for still?
Well, you want to hear my take?
Please.
Well,
I don't think they meet anymore, but they might.
Yeah. Well, they've went from it being a controlled substance, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they decriminalized it, which I believe that was the best time for weed.
Okay.
Because you could order online and it's decriminalized, right? But what our government did was it gave corporations early access, 4 major corporations early access to the cannabis market. So they built an empire before anybody else was able to join and open up their own dispensaries.
Right.
And there's still like an embargo or whatever. That's not the right word. You still can't have cannabis cafes. The restrictions with driving, and like, don't get me wrong, I'm not for people driving intoxicated, but for some people,
it's not 100%. It's legalized, but it's not. There's still restrictions.
Yes. So like,
I get what you're saying,
cannabis
and I know
cafes, we can now grow 4 plants individually here, which is ridiculous. It took
per person, per household,
years,
per 19-year-old.
But like, what if I just want to be a cannabis farmer and grow like 100 plants outside?
Can't do it. You got to get a license.
And I don't think you're allowed to do it outside either. And that's my big issue, is that our government said it was bad for us, but it turns out that it's a healing, sacred plant that has roots in a lot of religions, including Catholicism.
Right.
For them to have it illegal and then for them to make money off of it and tax it, it's pretty ridiculous considering they don't own it. And I don't know if you follow me, but
I follow you. You're saying it should be a free resource.
Well, not a free, it should be, there should not be any barriers for,
right.
And they also kind of culturally appropriated.
It'll get there yet. We'll get there yet.
But they also culturally appropriated it from stoners to corporations, right? If they would have let it to be a more organic process and let, people who are passionate about cannabis,
right,
just go ahead and do it, that would have been different. But like I said,
they want to make money off of it, right?
Yeah,
it's
and that just discredits their legitimacy. But I digress. It's not a big issue. And
it's like res cigarettes. Like we have Aboriginal I don't know what do they call them now? They don't call them Indian reservations. Indigenous reservations.
Yeah.
And then where they can get cigarettes that are not taxed, and they're like a special kind of cigarette, and they're not taxed, and people get them for cheap. And then
every smoker I know knows somebody.
Yeah, exactly. They can get you res smokes, and then but it's illegal to have. And the few people in town here actually got busted for selling them. And it's like a $2,500 fine for even getting caught with the pack of it.
Yeah.
And I think it's even $5,000 fine for selling them, or I can't remember what it was, but very legal. because the governments makes money off of tobacco sales, and so cannabis became a lot more commercialized when it became legal. Which is, I mean, whatever. You can go into a store now and like I can get a CBN. I have a 510 cartridge, the CBN to help me sleep. It's got THC in there, but it's mostly CBN, and there's like CBN, CBD. What's the other one? CBG, which is good for back pain or any kind of pain. Like you worked in a shop, you know what all this stuff is. CBN's really good for helping me sleep. So don't have to meet some shady guy in an alleyway to buy a bag and maybe get stabbed. You know what I mean? Like and it's totally cut down on street dealers. There's nobody selling street weed anymore because you can go get an ounce. You can get an ounce at the store. Well, I doubt it. They're not profitable. They're not making money anyway. If they are, you can get an ounce at the store for $70, and guys are
sometimes,
Like last I heard,
for $60 at a store before. Online,
you can get it for cheap, $40.
The gray market dispensaries online. If you're looking to buy in bulk, and if you're a serious I
know people that get
When I discovered cannabis, I fell in love with it, and I was like, I loved smoking like several joints a day, an evening, wake and bake. But now I'm older and I don't need it like that anymore. That and I have too much shit to do with my time. So now it's like, okay, at the end of my day, that's my ritual of, having a little bit and enjoying a meal, like, because food is so much better.
But my point is the street dealers couldn't compete with the store prices.
Yeah, no, I agree. Unless your street dealer is growing their own. Because
that could be.
Don't let them tell you that you need lights and aquaponics or special fertilizer. You can grow monster plants in our summers.
Yeah.
With just natural manure and Do
you know where the term chronic came from?
No.
So Snoop Doggy Dogg and his buddies were buying weed off a guy, and this was like in the 80s in LA, and they were buying and then this guy was growing hydroponics, and they misheard the word hydroponics, and they thought it was hydrochronic, so they were calling it that chronic. And he told this story on his podcast on the Double G News with Seth Rogen was on. He's like, so the word chronic came from a misunderstanding, a stoner misunderstanding the word hydroponics. So that's where they got the word chronic from. So so I thought that was interesting. It came from a misunderstanding.
That's neat. Are you a big fan of Seth Rogen?
I love Seth Rogen. Yeah. I'm trying to do. We had pancakes today.
Great Canadian comedian. Bringing up Seth Rogen though, are you into Invincible at all?
No, it's on my queue. It looks good. It's animated series, right? It's good.
You'll love it.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Yeah. And then the next season of The Boys is coming out next month. So
I haven't started that yet.
I'm kind of envious of you because you're gonna mind blown from all this good television you're about to watch.
Okay, I'll check it out. The Boys, huh?
Yeah. Carl Urban, one of the greatest sci-fi actors.
Really?
Do you know who Carl Urban is? Okay, I'll just tell you. He was the Lord of the Rohirrim in Lord of the Rings: Two Towers.
Okay.
He was Judge Dredd.
Okay.
He was Thor Ragnarok. He was the guy with the tattoos on his. He was Bones McCoy on the new trilogy of Star Trek.
Okay.
He's done so much work in sci-fi and nerd culture. So yeah, he's in The Boys. That's why I brought him up. But yeah.
I saw one scene from The Boys. It was a clip, or it was at a friend's house one time when they were watching on Netflix, and it was a scene where this guy shrunk himself down, went inside somebody else's dick hole, and sneezed or something, and accidentally expanded himself, and that person blew up.
Yeah. Yep.
And I was like, I'm done. I can't get into this show.
Oh no, it's good.
It's good though.
Yeah, it's not all like that. But that was like to get ready for the next season, and because it's been such a break since the last season, I think it was about a 2-year break.
Okay.
I've forgotten a lot, so I was like, I might as well start from the beginning, and that way, by the time I'm done, the new season will be coming out, right? So I'm watching, I think, the first or second episode of the first season last night, and there's this invisible man, and he's invisible, but his skin is impenetrable. So how do you kill a person that's invulnerable from the outside?
Oh,
you put a bomb up his ass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
that's funny. So that's why he went up there and put a bomb in there.
Well, yeah.
He went up there himself.
Well, no. They'd captured this invisible guy, and they knocked him out somehow, and then one of the guys had put an explosive in him.
Did he shrink down and put it in?
No. The shrinking guy is later on.
Oh, okay.
And then when he goes to escape, he gets blown up, the invisible guy, because he had a bomb in his ass.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
Yeah, no, I would highly
Invincible.
Yeah. Invincible is top tier, man.
I'm watching G.I. Joe, the original series, the original animated series right now.
Nice.
1985 or 82 or can't remember.
Yeah.
Watching that. I'm watching Tailspins.
Okay.
DuckTale, or Darkwing Duck, rather.
Yeah. I've been doing Batman the animated series from the 90s.
That's right, you were told me that. Yeah, I did it a while ago.
It's one of my all-time favorites.
So good.
Yeah. And then
Mark Hamill is the Joker. That laugh.
Oh.
Jeremiah Watkins does the new Joker laugh. Does the new Joker in which animated is? It's one of the newer Batman animated.
There's Batman. It's similar to the Batman the animated series.
Yeah. But
it's a little different.
And it's new, right?
Yeah, it's new.
Yeah, Jeremiah Watkins is the Joker in that.
It has that. It still has that 1940s aesthetic to it.
Okay.
I think they gender swapped the Penguin.
Oh boy.
In it, or maybe it was a different character.
Did you watch Gotham at all?
With the kid from
The kid from what?
Orange.
Oh,
Orange
OC.
Coast. Yeah.
The OC. Yeah. Yeah. Ben McKenzie.
Yeah.
Okay, dude, make your jokes, but he's had a crazy career. He was on the OC. He was on Southland.
I wasn't going to make jokes.
And he was on, and then Gotham. Like he's done 3 shows that all got syndicated. Like
he's also done the voice of Batman in some of the animated.
Really?
Maybe it was the Red Hood he did the voice for, but he has done some voice work for the animated.
The show Gotham.
I liked
voice work for the animated.
For animated Batman movies. Yeah.
You watched the show Gotham? Did you like it?
I never finished it, but yeah, I really liked that one.
Did you remember when they were making Penguin gay?
With Riddler, yeah.
I was like, what is happening?
Well, did they make him gay? I think they just insinuated.
They insinuated he was.
It was a very close friendship if they weren't.
Penguin was thought that Riddler that Edward wanted to get. I don't know. They insinuated that Penguin had caught feelings for Edward.
They had some top tier acting, and like the Penguin, you felt bad for him in some situations, and same thing with the Riddler. Like they really humanized those characters. But yeah,
that was a good show. The Mad Hatter, I like that. That actor was really good when he had his arc on there.
I don't recall. It's been a while since it was out.
Oh, okay. Did you finish season 5?
No, was that the last season?
Yeah.
No, I did not finish it.
Did you see it to season 4?
Probably.
Okay. I watched it all when it was on TV, so.
Will Smith's wife in there pissed me off.
Really? Fish Mooney?
Yeah. Like
she did a good job.
No, she did do a good job. It's just knowing how detestable she is as a person. Okay. It was kind of just like, oh.
What do you mean detestable?
She's kind of a shit.
Because she cheated on her husband?
Well, she's just kind of a shitty person.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I get. Yeah, maybe because she's the one who mind controlled Will Smith into slapping Chris Rock.
Yeah.
It was funny. Like, Will Smith laughed when Chris Rock made that joke, and then he saw the look on Jada's face, but she was like.
And now Will Smith.
And then he got up and smacked him.
Yeah, I saw lately that Will Smith is trying to get healthy again. Because I guess he had kind of let himself go. He's
did he?
Trying to lose like 50 pounds or something like that. Yeah. It's sad when you see an actor that's fallen from relevancy and then they're trying to make a comeback. And it's just like there's so little attention for some people. Like it's just that there's so much media to consume now that it's hard for a formerly great actor to make a comeback, right. I suppose.
Yeah, it is.
And especially after hitting a man half his size in front of the world.
I know. That's sad.
Yeah.
Just sad. Well, what are we at for time?
Oh, probably close to an hour, if not more.
You want to call it?
We can, yeah.
Okay, it's been Spaced Out Podcast, episode 6. We'll see you again next time. Hour and a half.
Nice.